Good morning and welcome to the channel, Billy's Travels, on Facebook and of course on YouTube. We are here on Anglesey up at Ticroyce for the Wirral 100 Club Angelsey Grand. We came up yesterday and a very nice young lady on the main entrance gate gave us a rundown of what was going on. We asked her about camping. She said that was fine. And then we came up to the paddock and there was a rather rude gentleman on the paddock entrance. I only asked him where the Elson point was so I could empty my toilet, and he went off on one saying that these lads have paid hundreds and hundreds of pounds to be here and you can't just empty your toilet more or less where you want and do what you want. You'll go park over there. It was rather rude, to be honest with me, but there you go. It takes all kinds. Right, I'll just spin you around and I'll have a little wander outside. Again, it will not spin round. What is the matter with this thing? Eventually it's done it. Morning, Curly.
Morning.
Just done me a lovely breakfast, thank you very much, my dear. Down here, I don't know if you can see it, we've got the programme. £3, which isn't bad for a programme really. As you see, Angelsey Grand. And if you flick it over on the back, there's the circuits. Now, I raced at the very first Angelsey meeting back in 1992. I thought it was 91, it was 92. And I think it included just this bit round here, if I remember. I'm not 100% sure, but I remember coming and setting up in the paddock and it was full of sheep dung. But we had a cracking day when I had my FZR 600 back in those days, and of course that was my championship winning year when I won the 600 and the Superbike Championship and runner-up in the 1300, a total of 66, quite a successful year. As you see, we've had the barbecue running. You'll hear in the background, you'll hear the commentary. It's quite scenic here, racing-wise. You go down and it looks like you're going into the sea, and then you come back round and back up here. The bikes have just set off on another time practice. I think these are the 820s and all sorts of mixed class. You get a gist of the noise, the old twins and the thumpers. There's a few more marshals than there were yesterday. They were a bit scarce yesterday. Right, I don't know what that was about. Yesterday we were here, we went down in the paddock to have possibly a beer or a coffee, but the electric had gone off. So racing was delayed yesterday for an hour, and I think they're playing catch up. Excuse me, they're playing catch up today. There the bikes go around the back, they've come up away from the sea. They go around the back here, round to the hairpin. I think that's part of the old circuit. And then down a dip and through round to the start and finish and round at the back of me. There's quite a few people coming in. Of course, it's only 11:30ish, 20 to 12. The Grand takes place at 1:45. But there's 3 Angelsey Grands apparently. There's A, B and C now. I don't quite know what's going on. I always do. So it's the 30th running of the Angelsey Grand, and of course I think it originally started being £1,000 Angelsey Grand. You can see, maybe you won't see the bikes are just going around onto the start line, I think now, which over there, that's obviously the paddock area, which we're not allowed in according to the gentleman stood down there. Well, I only wanted to go and fill up with water and empty my toilet, and I would have parked anyway. I'm not really bothered. But we're parked up here It was a bit buffety last night. The winds were blowing 45, 48 kilometres an hour. So it was a bit rocky, and today it's just still, we've got 6 kilometres an hour today. So, and of course, we're going to stop for the Angelsey Grand, and then we're going to pack up and make our way to Red Dwarf Bay, I think it is, on the other side of Angelsey, more or less looking back across to where we stopped on the Great Orme. Nice to see some friends, Dave and Lynn Holmes, who I haven't seen for many years, since my racing days. Pardon me, the bikes are coming through again, look. People always ask me if I miss racing. Not really. I had 35 years of racing. I enjoyed every minute of it, but I was walking around the paddock yesterday and I don't really miss it. The expense and the ongoing things that come with it, you know. I'd much rather watch. I love watching BSB and what have you. But, right, well, I'll do a little spot on the Angelsey Grand a bit later on, but we better go and get cleared up, cleared the breakfast stuff away. So, back. Here we are, the start of the Angelsey Grand, the first lap. Sweeney away with it.